All right, guys, Joe Saglimbeni back on his YouTube channel, Joe Saglimbeni, and we're in the new year, guys. And I figure I'd go over some stuff from 2021, maybe, some goals for 2022, and of course, I want to wish all and everyone a happy new year. So this is Let's Chat Live. I try to come every Saturday live from my home studio, which is basically my house, and and I'm trying to consistently come every Saturday, go live every Saturday on YouTube, and do a good show for you guys. So today, I want to wish again Happy New Year to everyone, and it's 2022, and let's talk about some goals for 2022. But before we talk about goals for 2022, we have to talk about 2021. So, for me personally, 2021 was a very active year on YouTube, and I learned a lot of stuff, and I'm happy to continue to do my channel, Joe Saglimbeni, and I learned some good and bad things about my channel and the fact that I'm really not growing. So if you guys love my channel, please give a like, subscribe, share, let that algorithm work for me, and we'll grow this channel so that I can continue to bring you great content. But maybe my content's not that good. I don't know. Anyway, 2021 on YouTube. So we're going to start with my YouTube channel and my goals for 2022 when it comes to YouTube and what I hope to achieve. All right, so let me get this up here into the screen. Then that's my channel, and let me just do a couple things with this here. We'll close this off, and this is my channel, as you can see, and I have roughly almost 100 videos for my YouTube channel when it first started, from when it first started in 2020. And I did not achieve my goals to grow the channel. How we say, I wanted to have like at least 120 videos completed by the time the new year started, and that did not happen. And honestly, the reason why that is not happening is because I work for a living, and YouTube is sort of something new for me that was only started just over almost 2 years ago. And YouTube is can be a time consuming outlet, and you have to really be consistent if you want to grow your channel, and you have to try to be consistent if you really want to be very successful on YouTube. But when I first started the channel back in 2020, I really didn't think about success too much. I just thought about just getting out there and starting something on YouTube and trying to share ideas about investing, growing on YouTube, uh, motivational stuff like that. And what has happened now is that basically the channel has grown, but it kind of stagnated now because maybe I have to be more consistent. I know I have to be more consistent. So 2021 was a year where I learned a lot about doing some more live streaming. I did a couple of interviews. I interviewed my cousin. I played around with programs. What's up, Hollow 1212? Give me a like on this when this goes live. I mean, this becomes a video on YouTube. So, I mean, I did learn some stuff using programs, using some editing programs for my videos, and I'm going to continue to learn. And when you start a YouTube channel, you're going to learn this stuff, and you're going to get better at YouTube. And I have definitely gotten better than my first year in 2020. 2021 was a very busy year for my work, my real job. And so I couldn't quite concentrate on YouTube as much as I wanted to. But I hope 2022 will be the year that I definitely do more videos, do it at least as many live streams as I can. And I would like to try to do some more interviews, hopefully not just cousins and friends and relatives. Um, but I'm still going to basically be me. And I don't think that this is going to grow the channel as fast as someone who's making YouTube a career. And that's the thing. YouTube is not my career right now, and I don't know when it will be, if it will be. But right now, I just want to share ideas. And sometimes the production value is not going to be top notch. The streaming is not going to be top notch. Sometimes I lose streaming, get a little pixelated. And hopefully we can improve that. Maybe get a better studio type system. My background, which my brother loves to make fun of me. I don't really have a background. I don't have a green screen. Maybe I'll think about doing green screen in the future. So in 2022, maybe when it comes to YouTube, I am going to try to be more presentable. But I am definitely going to try to be more consistent and definitely try to do a video or live stream a week. So a video or live stream a week, possibly two a week, which means roughly 100 videos for the whole year of 2022, which would be it would be difficult for me to do, but that is the goal I'm going for. 100 videos or live streams in 2022. In addition to my Joe Saglimbeni YouTube channel, I do have another YouTube channel called Access Not Denied, and I have a blog, Access Not Denied, and I may consider doing a podcast that kind of works with that channel. So that will be something that I hope to do, and if that happens, I will, of course, keep everybody updated on that. So I just want to give you a couple of numbers of how I did in YouTube for last year, and basically it's kind of going to be funny because you're going to see how tough YouTube is. So let's show this in the stream right now. Basically, I did 6.6 or 6,600 views in 2021. Watch time was 271 hours of watch time, and I lost 59 subscribers. So even though I think I did a good job with 6,000 views, which by the way is nothing when you compare to major YouTube content creators. 6,000 views is a joke. I'm not even monetized. I can't get monetized until I get these numbers up. And definitely the hours, 271 hours, is nothing at all. That's possibly good. But I show my stats here just to kind of show you that YouTube could be difficult to grow. And I actually declined from 2020 because 2020, and let's see if I can get 2020 here and see 2020, I did 149,000 views and over 1,000 watch time hours, and I gained 1,000 subscribers. So let me get this on the screen a little bit better there. So basically, 2020, the reason why I did that, that's the first year I started my channel. And what I did is I advertised, I used some Google ads, and I really pushed to get some numbers going to test, first of all, to test Google ads, to test YouTube, to test other international reaches. And I learned a lot from that. But really, I didn't get, you know, you can't get monetized when you use Google ads, let's say, to grow your channel. So I stopped using Google ads. And now this year, the past year, 2021, I ended up totally organic, no Google ads or anything. And what has happened was you saw I got less views. I lost subscribers because a lot of those subscribers might have been fake and who knows, bots or something. And I definitely went down in hours. So 2022 will be a continuation of real organic growth from me. Now, I may do some ads to promote if there's an interview or something. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to promote using Google Ads because I think Google Ads is a great tool to use to kind of get your channel going. And definitely, if you have a business that's not YouTube, uh, it could also help you with that. But I'm going to use Google Ads, but probably on occasion to push a video or maybe an interview that I have or something I want to push. But Google Ads can be expensive, and you have to learn how to use that tool. And maybe one day in the future I'll do some kind of video on how I use it, but I really don't want to because it can get confusing, and I think everyone should be able to go in there, play with it, and learn their own way of doing Google Ads. So that being said, I'm hoping this year it's 100 videos. I hope I can top the views. I hope I can top the hours, watch time hours, and I hope I can grow subscriptions because I'm losing subscribers. So please, guys, subscribe if you like this video. And if you don't like this video, don't like this video. Let the algorithm work. And I think that's what people have to understand, that when they start a YouTube channel, that it's important to realize that you have to be consistent, or Google or YouTube will not continue to push you out there. So consistency is key next year for me. I mean, this year, 2022 for me. And hopefully that will organically grow me in a way that I want. And I will continue to try to share my thoughts on all different topics. I don't want to change that because this is what I'm about. I'm about the stock market. I'm about cryptos. I'm about sharing ideas, motivating people. I'm about uh, maybe even doing some reviews of cameras and stuff. I'm about that. I'm about that. That's what I'm about. And it may not be the right way to grow on YouTube. And that's why it's important to find your own way. Because right now, it's not about trying to figure this YouTube thing out for me and to kind of focus on one thing, because that's not how I'm going to have fun on YouTube. And that's not how I'm, you know, going to be motivated. If I don't enjoy it, I'm never going to be motivated to create content. What's up, Tectonic? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone out there. And I think that what's up, Tectonic? Happy New Year. I think that that's the key. If you want to start a channel, be yourself. But if you want to make it a business, man, it's a whole different thing. And I'm definitely not there yet. And I just gotta look up to the people that can do this as a business, because it can be difficult uh, during many times. So now let's talk about goals that have nothing to do with the channel or social networks or anything like that. Now let's talk about the stock market and cryptos and my goals, my financial goals for what I'm going to do this year, 2022, and can hopefully share what I've learned from 2021 and 2020, the pandemic years, and try to help you along 2022. So, let me just go here and we'll start with cryptos, and we're gonna share some cryptos. Okay, so this is CoinGecko, and these are cryptocurrencies that are measured by market cap. And basically, why I'm showing this is because I don't know if people realize there's thousands upon thousands of cryptos here. And let me show you, you know, this is just the first page of a hundred cryptos on CoinGecko. 100 top market caps, 100. Okay. Now, I want to tell you the way I invest in cryptos and how I'm going to invest going forward. It's important to realize that cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and other altcoins is still a speculative investment. Now, how can I put speculative and investment in the same sentence? It's because we're not there yet. We're definitely not there yet because the volatility in these currencies or crypto assets are very, very volatile, very lows, highs. And you want to have a smoothing effect really when you invest in when you really when you invest, you really want a smooth type of investing where it's moving up over a long period of time and is crashing or correcting small portions, 6, 7, 8%, but then still heading up its path of appreciating. So, how do I explain that? So, I'm going to share a chart of, let me hide the crypto chart here and share a Yahoo chart. And let's get that. Hold on here. Get this off. Got it. All right. So, right here, and let's see, I want to make sure you guys see this. Okay, so it's there. All right, so let's get to this. Here's an example of the S&P 500 for 1 year, Bitcoin for 1 year, and Ethereum for 1 year. So let's go 2 years. And you're going to see, let me cut this out first, Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, so let's compare, and I'm just going to put another, let's say Nike in here, just to show you what the performance of the S&P 500. So this is going to be a 2 year performance, and let me see if you got, yes, 2 year performance, and you're going to see that in 2 years the S&P 500 went up 63% roughly, and this is not including dividends on the Yahoo chart, and this is at Yahoo Finance. And Nike went up. I'm sorry, Nike went up 63, and the S&P 500 went 47%. So what you'll notice is there's corrections here in both Nike and the S&P, and you notice that Nike has a bigger correction because Nike's an individual security, so they're going to be more volatile. They're not going to have that kind of straight line effect like an index would, which has 500. And S&P 500 has roughly 500 stocks within its index. And add, if we add, let's say, a Bitcoin chart, right? You're going to see that Bitcoin went up 540 somewhat percentage points in 2 years. But the volatility, which you can't really see here, is really huge and scary. So we're not there yet. And if we put Ethereum in there too, let's put Ethereum in there too, and you're going to see Ethereum went up over 2,000%. And let's shorten this to 1 year. And you're going to see that there was movements, but these are huge movements. These corrections are huge. So cryptos are they're they're not for people who can't handle volatility. Now, why I don't have too many issues with cryptos, especially the big ones, the big market cap, blue chip types like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I don't have problems with them because I've been a witness to volatility for decades. So I want people to kind of get into cryptos slowly, dollar cost average, not put this big money into them. Make it a small portion of your overall financial thesis or investing thesis. And again, not financial advice. This is just my opinion. I am not a financial planner. I am not a financial expert. I don't play one on YouTube. I am just giving an opinion. I'm a creator, and I'm giving my opinion. And I've been investing in 3 decades, but I've made many mistakes. So believe me, reach out to a professional and talk about this with your professional, your financial professional. Read some books, learn, and you will become a great investor where stuff like cryptos are not going to scare you. They're not going to scare you. They will kind of be part of you, and you're going to make money off of it. Give you Tectonic. You want me to give Tectonic? Give me financial advice. Tectonic. I can't give you financial advice. I'm not a financial professional, but I can give you an opinion. And so this goes 2022, in my opinion, is going to be a if you do it right, you can make good investment. Happy New Year, Tectonic. Good investment decisions any year. But I think 2022 is going to be an incredible year for cryptos, for the stock market, and for everyday people. Once they start learning that assets are the key to financial independence, not salary, not lottery tickets, assets, well performing assets after doing your homework is the key to financial success and financial independence. And I think 2022 will be another good year for those people that pay attention, which is very difficult for the average person to do. And that's why they have to go out, they have to listen, they have to follow people, they have to watch the news, they have to learn and read, and so much to do. I can help a little bit, but I make mistakes like anybody else. And it's important to own these assets. Tectonic, I do not do any crypto mining. No. So just answering a question to the live stream from Tectonic, I do not do crypto mining, and I don't actually see myself doing crypto mining. Now, I can just so you know, Tectonic, I do have some yielding cryptos, which I use Gemini Earn, and even in Coinbase, you get some yield or some interest from your cryptos. But that I think that's about as heavy as I'm going to go into getting yielding assets like cryptos. But I do not do crypto mining, so I'm sorry about that. I know some people that do it. My cousin does it, but I do not do crypto mining. So anyway, 2022 will be another good year for any investor if they learn, read dollar cost average. And dollar cost averaging is one of the most important things that no one ever talks about. And I think it's something that people have to. Fair enough. Thank you. You're welcome, Tectonic. I think you have to start dollar cost averaging, learning about this, and continue to learn. Come here to the channel, follow some people, and learn. I think 2022 is going to be a great year. And it's going to have its bad stuff too. But I'm only going to say positive things. So 2022 can be your year. Make it your year. Make it a successful year. All right. And that's it, guys. Get ready for 2022 on my channel, Joe Saglimbeni. And of course, like, share, subscribe. Let that algorithm work for me. And hopefully I can consistently get this channel to get to you consistently. All right. And I hopefully will see you next week. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bye bye.